Hello and welcome. Today, it is with heavy hearts that we remember one of the most influential leaders of our time, Joseph Robinette Biden, Jr. His life was filled with challenges and triumphs, personal losses and political triumphs, leaving an indelible mark on history and on our hearts. Join us in celebrating his incredible resilience, honoring his service, and remembering how he inspired millions. If this story touches you as much as it touches us, please like and subscribe to keep his legacy alive in our memories. Fernando Valenzuela, the legendary Mexican pitcher and one of the brightest stars in baseball history, passed away on November 19, 2024, at the age of 63. His death came as a shock to millions of fans around the world, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire new generations. The cause of death was septic shock, brought on by complications from cirrhosis of the liver, which he had been battling in the last years of his life. Fernando Valenzuela was born on November 1, 1960, in the small town of Echohuaquil, Sonora, Mexico, to a large family. From a young age, he showed a love for baseball, which became not only a passion for him, but also a ticket to a world of great opportunities. His incredible talent as a pitcher was first noticed in the Mexican Baseball League, where he quickly gained recognition for his unique pitching style and incredible accuracy. In 1979, he signed with the Los Angeles Dodgers, which marked the beginning of one of the most illustrious careers in MLB. His debut in 1980 marked the beginning of what journalists called Fernando Mania. With each game, Valenzuela won the hearts of not only Mexican fans, but also fans around the world. In 1981, he reached the pinnacle of his career. He became the first player in history to win both the Rookie of the Year and Cy Young awards. He also played a key role in the Dodgers' victory in the World Series that year. His outstanding pitching and special ability to remain calm under pressure made him a legend on the field. Fernando became not only a sports hero, but also a cultural icon for millions of Latinos living in the United States. His success was proof that dedication and perseverance can overcome any border. He was a bridge between cultures, inspiring young players to dream big. After his playing career ended in 1997, Valenzuela never left baseball. He served as the Spanish-language radio commentator for the Los Angeles Dodgers for more than 2 decades, serving as the team's voice and heart for the Latino community. His commentary was not only analytical but also inspirational, making him a favorite on and off the field. Fernando struggled with serious health problems in his last years. In September 2024, he left his position as a commentator to focus on treatment. But despite all his efforts, the disease was stronger. His contributions to the sport were recognized during his lifetime. In 2023, the Dodgers retired his number 34, forever cementing his place in team history. After his death, the team held a memorial ceremony, and players wore patches with his name, paying tribute to the man who changed their team and the sport as a whole. Fernando Valenzuela left behind more than just statistics and awards, but a story of inspiration, resilience, and a true love for the game. His name will forever be synonymous with baseball greatness, and his legacy will live on in the hearts of millions of fans and young players who will look to him as an example of what can be achieved through hard work and passion. Michael Newman, an outstanding actor and a true lifesaver, known to millions of viewers for his role as Mike "Noomy" Newman in the cult TV series Baywatch, passed away on November 19, 2024, at the age of 67. His death was the result of heart complications following an 18-year battle with Parkinson's disease. His passing was a significant loss to both the entertainment industry and those who knew him personally. Born April 26, 1957, in San Francisco, California, Michael was committed to serving others from an early age. Before his career in Hollywood, he worked as a firefighter and professional lifeguard, which made his on-screen performances as authentic as possible. When Newman joined the cast of Baywatch in 1989, he not only played a fictional lifeguard, but also brought real-life experience, becoming an icon for a show that emphasized the importance of saving lives. His character, Noomy, remained one of the show's most recognizable and beloved figures, appearing in 150 episodes before its conclusion in 2000. In 2006, Newman was diagnosed with Parkinson's, a neurodegenerative disease that changed his life forever. Despite the challenges, he continued to fight, actively participating in events to raise awareness of the disease and raise funds for research. He became a shining example of fortitude, working with organizations like the Michael J. Fox Foundation to support other patients and their families. In August 2024, his life and battle with the disease were chronicled in the documentary series After the Rescuers, A Moment in the Sun, released on Hulu. The series showed how Newman continued to inspire people off-screen by sharing his story of resilience and determination to stay active despite his progressive disease. Michael was not only a professional on screen, but also a devoted family man. He leaves behind his wife, Sarah, 2 children, Chris and Emily, and granddaughter Charlie, who were always by his side in the most difficult moments. His family emphasizes that his main mission in life was to serve people, whether through saving lives on the beach, creating inspiring images on screen, or supporting those who were facing difficulties. Michael Newman leaves behind a legacy that cannot be overstated. His contributions to the art of television, his dedication to saving lives, and his unquenchable will to live continue to inspire millions. Even after his passing, his story remains a reminder that fortitude and compassion can overcome any obstacle. Ella Jenkins, known as the First Lady of Children's Folk Song, Ella passed away on November 19, 2024, at the age of 100. Her passing is a loss not only to the music world, but also to those who appreciated her deep commitment to education through music. During her long and rich life, Ella left a vibrant legacy, inspiring millions of children and adults around the world. Ella Louise Jenkins was born on August 6, 1924, in St. Louis, Missouri, and grew up on the south side of Chicago. Her early years were filled with a variety of musical influences. Gospel, blues, and nursery rhymes became the foundation of her future work. Despite the lack of formal musical training, her natural talent and passion for music allowed her to find a unique path. One of the first musical instruments she learned to play was the harmonica, a gift from her uncle. In addition, attending performances at the Regal Theater inspired her to create her own style. In 1951, Ella graduated from San Francisco State University with a degree in sociology and minors in child psychology and recreation. Returning to Chicago, she began working with children at local recreation centers, where she composed songs and developed her unique approach to teaching through music. In 1956, she decided to devote herself to music full-time and released her first album, * Call and Response, Rhythmic Group Singing *, in 1957 on Smithsonian Folkways Records. Over the course of her 7-decade career, Ella Jenkins released 39 albums, including one of her most popular * multicultural children's songs, * 1995. Her work celebrated cultural diversity, using songs in different languages and folk music styles. She frequently appeared on children's television shows such as * Sesame Street *, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood *, and * Barney and Friends *, where her kindness and musical talent resonated with younger generations. Ella has received numerous awards for her work, including a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 2004. In 2007, her song, You'll Sing a Song and I'll Sing a Song * was inducted into the Library of Congress's National Recording Registry. Her work not only entertained but also served as a tool to promote tolerance and understanding among children, especially during the civil rights movement in which she was actively involved. Ella Jenkins used music as a bridge between cultures, generations, and communities. Her style of interaction through question-and-answer singing became a key element of her work, helping children develop communication skills and understand the diversity of the global community. Her songs brought people together regardless of age or background. Her life is a story of incredible dedication, and her legacy continues to inspire educators, musicians, and parents around the world. Ella Jenkins left the world a better place than she found it, and her songs will be heard in the hearts and voices of generations to come. Benny Golson, legendary American jazz tenor saxophonist, composer and arranger, passed away on November 19, 2024, at the age of 95. His death was a great loss to the music world, but his legacy continues to inspire musicians and jazz fans around the world. Golson was more than just a musician. He was a master whose compositions became a symbol of jazz and had a huge influence on the development of this genre. Benny Golson was born on January 25, 1929, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. From an early age, he showed a deep interest in music. He initially studied piano, but later switched to the tenor saxophone, which became his main instrument. After graduating from high school, he attended Howard University, where he studied composition and arranging. During his studies, he met other prominent musicians, including John Coltrane, with whom he had a long friendship and collaboration. His professional career began in the 1950s, when he began playing in the orchestras of Lionel Hampton and Dizzy Gillespie. During these years, Golson showed himself not only as a virtuoso performer, but also as an outstanding composer. His works, such as I Remember Clifford, Whisper Not, and Killer Joe, became real jazz standards. The composition I Remember Clifford, dedicated to the trumpeter Clifford Brown, who died in a car accident, became one of the most emotional and touching jazz ballads. In 1959, Golson formed the Jazztet with trumpeter Art Farmer, which quickly gained recognition for its unique sound. The group became a platform for their compositional ideas and new musical experiments. However, in 1962, the group broke up, and Golson focused on studio work, writing music for film and television. His talent as a composer was reflected in the music for such popular series as Asterisk Mission, Impossible Asterisk and Asterisk M Asterisk, A Asterisk S Asterisk H Asterisk. In the 1980s, Golson returned to active concert activity. He revived the Jazztet, continued writing music, and performed at major international jazz festivals. His work again attracted the attention of critics and fans, and his contribution to the development of jazz was recognized with numerous awards, including the title of NEA Jazz Master in 1996, one of the most prestigious awards in the jazz world. Benny Golson lived a long and rich life, leaving behind dozens of albums and hundreds of compositions that have become classics. His work serves as a reminder of how music can transcend time and space, connecting people's hearts. Golson will forever be remembered as a master of his craft, a man who dedicated his life to art and inspired millions with his talent. Quincy Jones, the greatest American musician, the composer, arranger, and producer, whose career spanned more than 7 decades, passed away on November 19, 2024, at the age of 91. The cause of death was pancreatic cancer, which he had been diagnosed with several years earlier. His passing was a loss not only to the music world, but also to the millions of people whose lives he touched with his art. Quincy Delilah Jones was born March 14, 1933, in Chicago, Illinois, and raised in Seattle, Washington. From an early age, he showed a deep love for music. Starting out as a trumpet player, he performed with orchestras as a youngster and later attended the Berklee College of Music. His life changed when he met Ray Charles, who became his friend and colleague. This union laid the foundation for Quincy's later success. His career spanned an incredibly wide range of genres, from jazz to pop. In the 1950s and 1960s, Jones worked with legends such as Frank Sinatra and Dizzy Gillespie. However, it was as a producer that he gained real worldwide fame. Among his greatest achievements was his work with Michael Jackson. Jones produced 3 of Jackson's key albums: Asterisk, Off the Wall Asterisk, 1979, Asterisk Thriller Asterisk, 1982, and Asterisk Bad Asterisk, 1987. Asterisk Thriller Asterisk became the best-selling album in history and brought Jones worldwide recognition as one of the best producers of all time. In addition to his work in the studio, Jones was an innovator in film and television music. He was the first African-American to write music for films such as In Cold Blood and The Pink Panther. His compositions for film and television won numerous awards, and he continued to be an influential figure in Hollywood until the end of his life. In November 2024, shortly after his death, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences posthumously awarded him an honorary Oscar for his outstanding contribution to the film industry. Jones has faced many health challenges. In 1974, he underwent 2 brain surgeries after suffering an aneurysm. Doctors told him he could no longer play the trumpet, but that didn't stop him. He turned to producing and composing, continuing to create music that touched the hearts of millions. He also battled type 2 diabetes in his later years, but remained active and inspiring until the very end. His contributions to the arts have been recognized with numerous awards, including 28 Grammy Awards, making him one of the most decorated musicians in history. But most importantly, Quincy Jones left an indelible mark on people's souls. His music has become the voice of the era, uniting generations and inspiring new achievements. Quincy Jones was more than just a musician or a producer. He was a cultural phenomenon, a man whose life and work became a symbol of breaking barriers. His legacy lives on in music, film, and the hearts of all who were ever inspired by his genius. Alan Rachins, an outstanding American actor, known for his roles in such cult TV series as L.A. Law ** and * Dharma and Greg **, passed away on November 19, 2024, at the age of 82. The cause of death was heart failure, according to his wife, actress Joanna Frank. His passing is a significant loss to the world of television and film, where he left an indelible mark. Alan Rachins was born on October 3, 1942, in Cambridge, Massachusetts. He initially attended the Wharton School of Business and Commerce, but soon realized that his true calling was acting. He dropped out and began studying acting under such distinguished teachers as William Ball and Kim Stanley. His early years in the theater were filled with creative explorations. He performed on Broadway in After the Rain and the avant-garde musical Oh, Calcutta, where he demonstrated both dramatic and comedic talent. Rachins' real popularity came with his role as Douglas Brackman, Jr. in the legal drama L.A. Law **. His portrayal of the law firm's leader was complex and multifaceted, which earned him Emmy and Golden Globe nominations. The role not only made him a well-known face on television, but also demonstrated his ability to combine drama and humor, which became his signature style. He later won the hearts of viewers with his role as Larry Finkelstein, the free-spirited and eccentric father of the main character in the sitcom Dharma and Greg. His character became a fan favorite, making the series very popular. However, Rachins was not only an actor, but also a talented screenwriter. He worked on such series as Knight Rider and Hill Street Blues, making his contribution to the development of television. Off-screen, he was known as a man with a rich inner culture and a deep sense of humor. His colleagues remember him as a professional with an impeccable approach to his work and a person who always maintained a warm atmosphere on the set. Alan Rachins left an indelible mark on the world of art. His work continues to inspire actors and writers, and his roles remain in the memories of viewers as examples of high professionalism and genuine love for his craft. His passing is a loss, but his legacy lives on in the hearts of millions of fans and in the history of television. Ken Page, a prominent American actor and singer, known for his powerful baritone voice and charismatic stage presence, he passed away on November 19, 2024, at the age of 70. His passing was a great loss to the worlds of theater and film, but his rich creative legacy continues to inspire artists and audiences around the world. Kenneth Page was born on January 20, 1954, in St. Louis, Missouri. From a young age, he showed a passion for performing, participating in school plays and local music competitions. His talent was obvious, and he decided to devote his life to the arts. After high school, he attended Fontbonne College in Clayton, Missouri, where he studied theater and honed his vocal skills. These years became the foundation for his distinguished career. Page made his Broadway debut as the Cowardly Lion in the musical The Wiz. His charisma and deep voice immediately attracted the attention of audiences and critics. In 1982, he played one of the most memorable roles of his career, becoming the first performer of the role of Old Deuteronomy in Andrew Lloyd Webber's famous musical Cats. This role not only cemented his status as one of the leading actors of musical theater, but also became a symbol of his skill. Another outstanding work on stage was his participation in the musical Ain't Misbehavin', for which he received wide recognition and many awards. But Ken Page was not only known on the stage. His deep voice brought the iconic character Oogie Boogie to life in Tim Burton's animated film The Nightmare Before Christmas, 1993. The role made him a favorite with audiences around the world, and his renditions of the character's songs became an integral part of pop culture. Page has returned to the role many times, performing in concerts and special productions, demonstrating his commitment to the project and his love for his fans. Despite his success on the international stage, Page always maintained a connection with his hometown of St. Louis. He often performed on the stage of the Muni Theater, where he was called one of the brightest stars. His contribution to the development of local culture was recognized by numerous awards, and his performances inspired many young artists. Throughout his life, Ken Page remained not only an outstanding artist, but also a kind-hearted man who used his influence to support the arts and education. His powerful voice, inimitable performance style, and charisma made him a legend. Ken leaves behind a rich legacy that will live on through his work and inspire new generations of artists. His death is a great loss to the art world, but his memory will live on in the hearts of his fans and colleagues. Donald Trump, 45th and 47th President of the United States of America, has always been a figure who has attracted attention not only for his political influence, but also for his personal charisma and lifestyle. Over the years of his public activity, he has become one of the most talked about people in the world, and his health has always been under close public scrutiny. Despite his energetic behavior and active lifestyle, Trump has repeatedly faced various health problems, which have sometimes become the subject of widespread speculation. During his 2016 presidential campaign and while in office, Trump often touted his excellent health. His personal physician even noted that he would be the healthiest person ever elected president. However, the medical reports have raised concerns, especially in the context of his lifestyle, which includes regular fast food consumption, a lack of intense exercise, and a tendency to be stressed. Trump faced a major challenge in 2020, COVID-19. In October of that year, he was admitted to Walter Reed National Military Medical Center after testing positive for the coronavirus. He was given a complex regimen of treatments that included experimental drugs like Regeneron. His illness was a defining moment in his presidency, and despite his quick recovery, it raised many questions about his overall health and resilience. As he aged, his health continued to be a topic of debate. By 2024, Trump, who was 78, was showing a noticeable decline in physical activity. Doctors noted his high body weight and signs of hypertension, which increased his risk of cardiovascular disease. In addition, his diet, which included a significant amount of fatty and high-calorie foods, had a negative impact on his metabolism and cholesterol levels. Some sources also pointed to signs of cognitive changes, such as difficulty concentrating and speaking, sparking debate about his mental acuity. While there was no official confirmation of serious cognitive impairment, the observations fueled debate about how age and lifestyle may be affecting his health. Despite these challenges, however, Trump remains active in both politics and business. He regularly speaks at rallies, gives interviews, and participates in various events, demonstrating energy and confidence. His supporters believe that he continues to be a strong leader who can withstand any difficulties, including age and health problems. Donald Trump's health is a reflection of his unique lifestyle and character. Despite obvious problems, he continues to fight, remaining one of the most significant and controversial figures of our time. Questions about his health remain relevant, and his example serves as a reminder of how personal choices and circumstances can shape a person's life at the highest levels of power.